Well, here we are live, the last day of the year, December 31st, 2021. I know some of you are really excited about that because 2021 wasn't exactly what you anticipated. Well, we're going to talk about something that I really needed to work on. And so I'm talking to you guys about it. Today, we're going to talk about memory. So stay tuned, stay with us. We're going to tell you how to memorize better and how to recall information easier. So the New Year's tips for your memory. Man, there's all kind of tips, programs, audios, trainings, all kinds of different methods and people have made to enhance your memory skills. Not everyone learns the same or remembers in the same fashion. So following are some ideas I believe you guys will take hold of, and hopefully you will remember better. First off, pictures and emotions. So turn words into pictures. So when you associate words with pictures, your recall goes up exponentially. It's incredible. So in meetings or church, you may tend to doodle. Uh, Not that I've ever done that, right? But what about making your doodles have something to do with whatever's being discussed at the meeting or whatever the minister's teaching at church or whatever your spouse is talking about? Make the doodles memorable in relation to the topic. You're using your hand, you're using your brain, you're using multimedia because you're touching the pen or pencil that you've got. So all of these things work together to make your mind say, this must be something that I need to recall. Making an emotional connection. This is really effective. Studies have indicated that if you can make an emotional connection with any kind of information or data, people's names, for instance, you will remember twice as much and make it easier. When I meet someone and we introduce each other, unobtrusively, I work their name into the conversation 3 to 5 times on that first meeting. So, hi, I'm Joseph Booth. Hi, I'm Brenda Rich. So, hey, Brenda, it's great to meet you. And how long have you and your husband lived here, Brenda? You just work it into the conversation so it impresses on the ingrams of your brain and sticks there. Always make these relations positive. There are memory ingrams that have a negative connotation or negative when they happened, and so they're hard to get rid of. So you want to make as many positive connections as possible. Scent. This is really fascinating. There are different aromas and different fragrances, and they have different effects on your body and your memory. They have found that one of the lasting scents is, I believe it's called rosemary, is one of the lasting scents. Green apples calms people down. So look up the scents, see what will work for you. So if you, when you engage your memory ingrams with a fragrance or an aroma, it sticks. So every time you have a hint of that aroma or that fragrance again, that scent, it will bring back memories associated with it. It's really interesting and it works. Okay, here's one you're going to have fun with. Flashcards, talking in rhymes. Oh boy, some of you are actually old enough to remember flashcards. They still work for adults. So flashcards will strengthen your memory about 50% or so. verbally repeating information is a simple yet effective way. So somebody tells you something, you say, so I understand that what you're saying is, and you repeat it back to them in how you perceived it. That will stick in your brain because you're engaging more senses. I made a note in my newsletter. I said, someone probably said, don't you think it's kind of silly repeating what you just heard? Well, yeah, you don't want to say it just like they just said it. You want to put your spin on it and say it back in a different way as to validate what they said, or verify, I should say. Rhyme time. This is a lot of fun. You can make rhymes out of anything. Inch by inch, anything's a cinch. What does that tell you? It reminds you to take stuff a step at a time, incrementally. Don't try to go out there and boil your way through it. Go with the flow. Ooh, you mean don't make any waves? Yeah. That's sort of what I'm saying. This reminds you, don't be an obstacle when you're in a meeting or anything and try to change things before you've tried them. Try things and then make your recommendations. There's a company down here that says one call does it all. What does that imply? It implies, hey, you call that company, all your worries are over. You don't have to do anything else. Just take it easy. It's what I want you to think anyway. Okay, take a break. This is critical. This has the capability to increase your brain power and your memory 2, 3, 4, 500%, 1,000%. I've used this for years. It's amazing. I've worked with a lot of personalities, different professions, different types of jobs and things. I have found that people that are responsible, they want to do a good job, they refuse to consciously take breaks. Yes, they do. Don't know. I know they're responsible. I've got to get this done. I'm telling you, in their minds, they're being a good employee or a good business owner or a good manager. In reality, they're weakening their immune systems. They're burning out their brains and passion for the work that they're so committed to doing. Individuals that don't go to workshops or business luncheons, seminars, courses that you can take to broaden their leadership and their skill set, they're doing a disservice to themselves and the company for which they work or the company that they own. There's a lot of ways to take a break. Those are forms of taking a break. Going out to lunch a minimum of once a week with someone that's not directly connected to you. It can be another company, another person, somebody that has nothing to do with your profession. It can be an employee in your company, but you don't have a direct contact with them. Go out, take minimum 2-hour lunch, and relax. Eat your food. Take your time eating your food. When you get back, that other person and you will suddenly, unexpectedly come up with answers to things that have been bugging you for maybe months. Once a week. I usually go out more than that, but I always encourage my clients to go out once a week minimum. Preferably twice a week, but once a week minimum. And when you hear these people say, oh, I don't have time to take a break. Oh, I'm so busy. Oh, I just, the company can't do. Oh, I've got to be here. That's not going to cut it down the road. It's going to catch up to them. The business for which they work or their company will eventually pay for that reticence of not wanting to take a break now while they're healthy, while they're in good shape, while they can do a lot of stuff. Later on down the road, it's not going to pay off. It will pay off, not in a good way. Here's some other memory helpers. Use, when you type stuff on a computer, use unusual fonts when writing. Maybe, an Impact or an Edwardian or something that's different than the straight Times New Roman that they usually use. You don't have to leave it that way, but you read it, then click it, and you select all and go up and change the font in the box at the top to something that's readable, but it's different. Your mind, your brain has to work to process that new font because it's not in the normal font. What it does, it makes more synaptic connections, increasing the capability of your brain to recall stuff. It's weird, but it works. Chew gum. Somebody's laughing. I can tell you are. When you were going to school, how many people heard, spit that gum out? What do you think you're doing? We're here to learn, blah, 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 whatever. Listen to this. They've done studies. They have found that, I don't know what are some flavors of gum. I know Wrigley Spearmint and Double Mint and cinnamon, Big Red and all that. If you chew gum with, whatever flavor you like, while you're learning something or in a meeting or at church or wherever you are, when you need to recall that information, if you chew that same flavor of gum, guess what? You're going to remember. You remember more than you would have retained if you hadn't been chewing that gum. It's fantastic. www.astepabove.life is our website. Go to our Patreon site, www.patreon.com/astepabove, and become a gold subscribing member. For that, you get my weekly newsletter, Life Notes. You get a copy of every book I publish during the year for free, which includes shipping for free. And you have access to merchandise that I have, like my yearly mug that I make at a discount. Sometimes the discount is I don't charge shipping. Sometimes I give a percentage discount. Depends on how many orders I got and things. Then also you have access to me via email. 30 questions, not 30 questions per email. 30 questions a year. A month, I'm sorry. 30 questions a month via email that I will respond to the best I can. If I don't know what the answer, I'll just send you back an email says I don't know the answer. If it's something I know I can research fairly quickly, I'll research it, find it out. If I just know it, I'll whip out an email right back to you. So www.patreon.com/astepabove and become a gold member. If you enjoyed my newsletters and my videos to keep me going. Also, I found out I would like you guys to hit like and subscribe. A few weeks or a couple months ago, somebody had mentioned the fact that, people need to like and subscribe to your videos. And I went, okay, what's the advantage of that? And they're going like, duh. Of course, they're younger than me. So you're supposed to ask people to like and subscribe to your videos. Please like and subscribe to my videos. It doesn't cost them nothing. Anyway, enjoy this New Year's Eve. Have a fantastic New Year's Day. And remember, your memory gets better every day. How? Tell yourself, probably by yourself, and say it out loud. My memory gets better every day. Say it to yourself all through the day whenever you're by yourself, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day. You will be amazed at the recall you have within just a few short weeks.